Dear students, in this video we will discuss about class 5 Oxford New Learners Grammar and Composition, chapter number 21, the sentence and its parts. Okay, so if you have not watched the part 1, here look at the screen. You can go to the playlist section and also watch. Okay, so in that video we had discussed about up to. Okay, let's practice page number 115. So here in this video we will discuss from here. Okay, clause. So we will learn about the clause here. So you know, like a phrase, a clause is also a part of sentence. So as you know, a phrase gives us sense, meaning, but not a complete meaning. And there is absence of subject and verb in a phrase. But in a clause, we find subject as well as verb, right? So here, like a phrase, a clause is also a part of a sentence. The tourists were scared since the time they saw the lions. Okay, so just follow this example here. The tourists were scared. So you know, here the subject is the tourist, right? And verb, you know, were scared. Okay, this is a clause, and you know, this is a sentence. The tourists were scared. This is a sentence, and the pattern of the sentence, you know, subject plus verb, right? So here the tourists were scared since the time they saw the lions, right? So, you know, here the subject is yes, the tourist, and the predicate part, you know, we are scared. So similarly here you find in the second, since the time they saw the lions. So, you know, there is a, you know, conjunction is used, right? Since, and you know, there is another subject they, and verb, you know, saw. Right, in this sentence we find there are two clauses. First, you know, the tourists were scared, you know, the tourist subject, verb, you know, were. Okay, and in the second clause we find there is another subject, you know, they, and verb we find saw. So here there are two clauses. A sentence is a clause itself, right? As we have already discussed, in a clause there is a subject plus verb. So we find here same, the tourist subject, we are verb. They, another, you know, they subject, saw, you know, verb. This is clause number 2, and here the tourists were scared. This is, you know, clause number 1. That means in a sentence we can find there are one clause, or there may be two clauses or three clauses, right? So here, like a phrase, a clause is also a group of words, right? So here, since the time they saw the lion. This is, you know, yes, clause. Which clause? Dependent clause, because you know there is a conjunction is used, yes, since. Then next here, unlike a phrase, each clause contains right. So in a phrase there is absence of verb. So here as it says, unlike a phrase, each clause contains one main verb. You have to remember, in a clause there should be verb, main verb. The tourists were scared here since time they saw the lions. So as we have already discussed, you know, this is yes, auxiliary verb, and here this is main verb, and here since the time they saw, here another verb. Clear? So in a clause there is presence of main verb, right? So here, unlike a phrase, a clause can be a sentence. As we have discussed, a sentence itself is a clause, and a clause can be a sentence. You know, all the sentences are clause, right? So here, a clause can be a sentence. The tourists were scared, you know, this is a clause, right? And as well as, you know, this is a sentence. As there is a subject, the tourist, and verb, were scared. The next clauses may be independent or dependent. You know, independent clause known as principal clause or main clause, and you know, dependent clause is known as subordinate clause. Clear? So here, look at this. An independent clause is a complete meaning sentence, while a dependent clause is not. The tourists were scared since the time they saw the lions. That means here the tourists were scared. You know, it can stand itself in a sentence. But here, since the time they saw the lions, it depends upon the main clause. You know, that's why they are called the dependent clause, because they depend upon the main clause. Suppose take an example here. I could not attend the class. I could not attend the class because I was ill. So here, because I was ill, this is this is a subordinate clause, dependent clause. Why you could not attend the class? Because I was ill. So here I could not attend the class. This is independent clause or main clause or principal clause, and another clause because I was ill. Because I was ill, this is subordinate clause or dependent clause because it depends upon the main clause. Clear? So here an independent clause has the complete sentence structure. It can stand by itself and can end with a full stop, right? A dependent clause does not have the complete sentence structure. Its meaning is also dependent on the main or independent clause. We have already discussed about it. We don't use a full stop after a dependent clause, right? Then next here examples, independent clause here. The tourists were scared. This is a group of words with a main verb, right? And independent structure, independent meaning and a complete sentence. So this is independent clause or main clause or principal clause. The next is dependent clause. So since the time they saw the lion, this is dependent clause. A group of words with a main verb, saw, main verb here, okay? Not a complete sentence, does not have independent meaning. Clear? So this is the difference between dependent clause and independent clause. Okay, so let's discuss about the question answer here. So here identify the clauses dependent or independent in the expressions below. Underline the verbs. Use a capital letter to start each independent clause and end it with a full stop. Okay. So here the first one, the climbers prepare hard. So this is this is clause, right? Which clause? This is an independent clause, right? So as there is a subject, the climbers, and verb prepare. Okay, so here you have to underline the verb prepare, and you need to write here in capital letter to start each independent clause. So here you have to write, okay, the climbers prepare hard, and then use full stop at the end of the sentence, right? The next here, climbing a steep mountain takes months. So this is also an independent clause, right? So as here there is a verb takes, so you need to underline the verb, okay, takes, and here you have to mention this is an independent clause, and you need to also punctuate the sentence, right? So here you should start the sentence with a capital letter C and end the sentence with a full stop, right? The next here, because they are determined. So there is a subordinating conjunction because is used, and there is a you need to underline the verb determined. Determined past participle used as an adjective, right? They are determined. So here this is dependent clause. Okay, so you need to write here in the bracket D. D stands for dependent clause. The next here, they will not stop at any hurdle. So this is an independent clause. So you need to mention here I. Okay, and there is a verb stop. So you need to underline the verb here stop. Okay, and start the sentence with the capital letter T and end the sentence with the full stop. They will not stop at any hurdle. The next year, until they become successful. So there is a conjunction is used, subordinating conjunction until, right? And this is dependent clause. So here you have to write D, and you need to underline the verb become, right? Then next here, they work hard during the day. So this is an independent clause. So you have to write here I, right? And there is a verb work. So you need to underline the verb work, and here you punctuate the sentence. To start the sentence with capital letter T and end the sentence with the full stop. They work hard during the day. The next year, what they enjoy the most in the evenings. This is a noun clause, right? Dependent clause. Subordinate clause known as a dependent clause, and this dependent clause or subordinate clause divided into three parts: noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. This is a noun clause as it starts with what. And there is a, so there is a verb, main verb enjoy. So you need to underline the verb. Here you have to write D, dependent clause. The next year, when the moon rises above the mountains. So here, yes, this is a dependent clause. So here you have to write D, and there is a verb rises. Okay, so you have to underline the verb rises, right? The next year, the whole valley gets washed in the moonlight. So this is independent clause, right? So here you have to mention I. Okay, so here you need to underline the verb gets, right? Gets. So this is independent clause. So you need to punctuate the sentence. Start the sentence with the capital letter T and end the sentence with the full stop. Clear? Then next here, choose two or more clauses from question 1 and make a complete sentences, right? So here the climbers prepare hard because they are determined. Okay, here you should start the sentence with capital letter. Okay, and use full stop. The next year they will not stop at any hurdle until they become successful, right? The next year the whole valley gets washed in the moonlight when the moon rises above the mountain. Clear? The remaining parts will be discussed in the next video. So I think this video will help you. If you find any doubt, you can comment in the comment box. Okay, thank you.